ABC6 investigates. Women sold for sex. It's happening right here on the streets of Columbus, in hotels, at truck stops, and in discreet places. Now, with websites and online forums, it's easier for criminals to traffic people instead of trafficking drugs. You may call it prostitution, but tonight we show you the women trapped in torment and slaves for sex.
At practically any hour,
all day, every day. It was exhausting.
Young women are being used, abused, and living in fear.
What did you think about?
Suicide.
Vanessa Perkins is a human trafficking survivor, abused as a child, drinking and doing drugs before her teenage years, then moving from Nelsonville to Columbus, where the harder drugs were cheaper.
We have strong ties to the narcotics problem, specifically heroin.
Undercover detectives with the Human Trafficking Task Force recognize the link. They say the interstates and metro layout make Columbus a hotbed to sell women for sex.
What do you think now when you drive up and down this road and see these hotels?
I wish that the walls were invisible so that I could see the girls that need help.
Last summer, investigators rescued 6 underage girls from these hotels along Bryce Road on the city's east side. All of them forced to have sex for money.
They are preyed upon and thrown into this scenario for someone else's benefit.
I was so confused.
Vanessa says she was tricked for years, agreeing to sexual acts with other men in exchange for drugs and what she thought was love from her trafficker.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He was grooming me. He was earning my trust, and it was working.
She says she was consistently beaten, and despite getting caught twice before, it wasn't until the 3rd time that she made the choice to turn her life around.
If you wouldn't have gotten caught, what would have happened?
I'd probably be dead. I'd probably be dead.
It's kind of like domestic violence on steroids.
Detectives say it's red flags like runaways and women with low self-esteem and high vulnerability who are prime targets.
Keep this in your vehicle. You see something, there's a number on the back of it, just give a call.
It's inspired groups like Truckers Against Trafficking to partner with law enforcement and spread the word. Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers look for the signs, hitting the highways in hopes of stopping sex trafficking in trucks and listening to truckers' tips.
And if you go there about 12 to 3 o'clock in the morning, you can see them moving the girls.
That's for
Just last year, the Human Trafficking Task Force made nearly 40 arrests and rescued 14 underage girls, the largest bust at this Asian massage parlor in Powell, many of the cases taking on average a year and a half to crack.
You know it's got to be bad when I'm thanking God that I'm going to jail. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Women like Vanessa are thankful for the outreach and support groups that give them a second chance at life. She's clean and 6 years removed from the sex trafficking world. She now works for the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office as a legal aid, all while law enforcement hope for more resources and increased education to rescue and protect.
It's rampant. There's an endless demand.
Knowing there are thousands of others still out there at every hour.
Detectives say the most common client are suburban men of middle or upper income. And despite rescuing some of the victims, there's a need for more resources and more funding to stop human trafficking in Ohio, something detectives hope will happen very soon. I'm Brooks Jarosz, ABC6 Investigators.
Hey, if you have a tip for Brooks and the ABC6 Investigators, send them an email. tips@abc6onyourside.com, or you can leave a message at 614-255-NEWS. Of course, you can remain anonymous always. Brooks and the team are also on Facebook and Twitter.